There's the airport, dead ahead. We need to be above 7,000 at a waypoint ages away. So yeah, we are pretty low. But hey, we didn't do too badly there actually with that, kind of eyeballing that descent profile. That was 1,000 to level. Gotta watch for the speed here. But there's the airport. How you doing, Chipmunk? No, we've just had to eyeball the top of descent stuff. All of my active Sky 16 settings are default, Jay. Yeah, look, we need to be above 6,000. Oh no, sorry, we need to be. I think that's level 6,500 here at Ugade. So we're just going through about 7,000, but that's fine. Like, it means that we can bleed off some speed and stuff now. So, yeah, we could have taken it a little bit more leisurely on the descent, maybe, but we're not too bad, and it means we get to overfly the airport. Look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Beautiful view. Hey, Ukami. Yeah, exactly. Better to be too low than too high. 100%. Our speed's gone right through the roof now. Because I've not been paying attention. Who the hell just coughed? That wasn't me. What I can do is I'll just bring myself on heading select and we'll bring us in here early. Tell you what, let's match up our heading now. I've got a plan. Chewie has got a plan, I know. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Right, we're going to go heading select. And then we're going to go direct. And execute that. And then I'm going to make a left turn in a moment and treat that as our downwind leg. We've got to be above 6,500 there, and we're at about 6,950 at the moment, so we're fine. SOC player, please have the maturity of somebody not 5 years old. Emergency services are on standby. Wow! Have faith in your captain! Have faith in your captain. God damn you guys. Right, let's bring this back. Let's start to reduce our speed. So I'm classing this as my downwind leg now, basically, in essence. Right, now I'm going to wrap us all the way back. Altitude's fine. We're low, but that's fine. If it's just going to keep us there, then we're okay. Speed's dropping a little bit. Again, I'm still getting used to this, so I'd rather level out 6,500 just for a tad here. Speed's dropping like a bitch, actually. I'm having to go almost full throttle here just to maintain 150 knots. And we're like nose up. Why are we nose up so much? Let's bring a bit of flaps down. That'll help us out. Why are we like 15 degrees nose up there? That's crazy. It's okay. Have faith. Right, airport's in sight. So at the very worst, we can go visually. All right. What programs I use? Fly Live. This thing here. Fly Live. I kind of like just treating this almost as a visual approach in a way, I guess. It's basically what we've done. And just kind of doing our own thing in a way. We've got to be above 6,500 here, so I'm just going to take the autopilot out nice and early, I guess. Have we got our landing speeds? It's actually already set that in. I'm basically full throttle right now with this thing. Let's bring the gear down. Look at that! Look at that nose up! It's struggling. If I bring the gear down, that should help us out a little bit. On the reversers. And then we're bang on the glide. Let's hand fly it down. See? Look, we're fine. Kind of. Speed's a little on the low side. I'm going to say, look guys, we're fine, and then absolutely slaughter this landing, aren't I? Checked. There we go, 148. That's better on the speed now. We got a little bit high on the pappies. I was just about to say too red, too white, and then it moved us as a tad bit too high. It's quite bumpy. It's a little bit bumpy. There's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Chewie flying a CRJ. Everybody duck for cover. Wish me luck. Let's see how we do with this baby. Speed again is on the slow side, if anything. Checked. Now remember, this is a really small runway, so I'm pretty much going to stomp on the brakes because we struggled to stop at a much longer runway earlier on in Minneapolis because this thing, I don't know why, it just takes ages. So yes, this could be interesting. It's not over when we touch down. Let's just say that. Speed's looking absolutely bang on. We're good on altitude. Got a lovely headwind. 9 knots.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30, 20, 10.
That is no joke. 1 single FPM off what we got at Minneapolis. Right, reversers are green. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back home to Idaho. 60 knots. Sorry about the steering there a little bit. We made it! We made it back. That was so much fun to kind of eyeball that approach. That really was epic. Okay, keep going, Chewie. Don't just sit on the runway and admire the gorgeous view, mate. Come on! That's it, little one. Well done. Keep on moving. PM Aviation, 8 months. I appreciate you waiting for that to go after I land instead of doing it whilst I'm landing. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome back. 8 months of support for Mr. PM Aviation. Please can we give him some love, everybody?
Haven't been here much over the summer, but when I am here, I love it. Keep up the good work and brilliant content.
Thank you so much, sir.
Going strong.
You're a legend, dude. Thank you for the kind words. I hope you've had a lovely summer, whatever you've been up to, mate. I really do. Sorry about my terribly slow taxiing, but... Alright, can I take those off now? They don't need to be armed anymore. Maybe that's why it's going so slowly. Good night, Captain Sim. Thank you so much for tuning in so late. It's like crazy, crazy early there, isn't it? Crazy late. I very much appreciate you tuning into the stream so late, my friend. I hope you sleep well at 3 a.m. Gosh. Right, APU starting up nicely, which is good. And then, yeah, we're just parking up here, back where we started. So we had a 195 landing rate at Minneapolis and then a 194 here. That's crazy. Hammond Cheddar, I love you.
Mom, get the camera. Can we get a replay for that greaser?
I reckon we can. Do you guys want a replay? I'm assuming you do. I feel like I should be shutting down the aircraft first, though. I don't think you can hide the yoke. Well, not that I know of, anyway. It was 193, was it? I thought it was 195. Yeah? Okay. Should I... I mean, is it a better idea for me to do it now? Let me just set the parking brake. Should I do it now or should I do it after, like after we shut down the aircraft? That's the only thing. Click the black box above the... Ah! Thank you, Liam. Should we do it now? See if this works. This could screw everything up, but hey, we got onto stand, so if it does screw everything up. Replay length. I don't know. We'll go like 150 maybe? Nope. Okay, way more than that. Instant replay. Let's say 300. What view? It's not going to show you guys like flaps or anything like that. Yeah, I thought it was a 195 at Minneapolis and then a 194 here. Like the tail view like that, yeah? Tell you what I'll do. Get my ugly mug off the screen. Yeah, no flap, no spoiler landing, boys. It's just the replay feature prepared. It's a shame, I know. Look at that for a float. There wasn't much of a flare there. I didn't plant that into the runway. What are you talking about? I did not plant that, thank you. Right, okay, parking brake is set. APU is a veil, so does that mean I can cut the engines then? I'm assuming it does. So I need to lift that up. Hello? That up, and then that goes off. And that up, and then that off. See you later, Matthew. Have a good one, dude.
At least you didn't push tail down to the end of the runway and have to do a shame taxi.
That's what I was worried about doing. I'm not going to lie. That is what I was worried about doing. Yeah, so I'm glad we didn't have to do that. Right, beacon light can come off now. Let the passengers out. We can request deboarding with good old GSX. And there's Sode here. Hopefully it works. And then we're going to chat to Dave. Hi, Dave. Wheel chocks can go on. I'm going to put the ground power on in a moment because I know it drives you guys round the bend, and it does to me as well. I don't know if there's any switches that you can't switch in the flight deck. I've not pressed them.